13 project update for September the 29th and the week following it. It's been a month, but we are back now with the project updates. The featured hypothetical hurricane season competition opens on October the 1st. You can submit your own season on the website, and there will be a link on the homepage. Existing hypo requests will be fulfilled in the off-season. What do you want to see the most on Force 13 in the next year? There is a survey on the website, just underneath on the left-hand side, if you'd like to take part in that, to decide potentially the future of Force 13 in the next 12 months. The website's storm tracking pages are under transition. There will be a new storm tracking section in the upcoming weeks, which will be hopefully more informative and accurate. The East Pacific's expected to be completed on Monday, the Atlantic by Friday, the West Pacific by the next Friday. And we're looking for you to get involved on the Force 13 website, which is splitting into different departments during the off-season. We're looking for people to help run the new satellite sites and also other ways to get involved. For details, you can send an email message to force13@hotmail.co.uk or send a message straight through to me at Skype at Fool13. On to your comments since September the 1st. Von Reeves says, I love how you put the damage cost in every landfall on the latest full season animations. He thinks I should do over every vid and do them with the new feature. That would be quite a cumbersome task. It would take a while, but future animations will have that feature. Ralph Lomibert says, hey Force 13, your videos are great. By the way, you need to create 2005 version 4. I want to see Katrina and Wilma make landfall to cost billions of dollars. Well, request is granted. Cesar says, maybe this 2014 season in the Eastern Pacific will be more active than the 1992 season. More discussion on that in a moment. Naval Afan Lathiev says, I'm pretty sure that 2014 Atlantic hurricane season may have no storms forming in October and November. Plus the East Pacific returns to its active state just like before 1995. Well, I think we may see at least something in the Atlantic in the next 2 months, though knowing the Atlantic, it's completely possible that it won't happen at all, but I think we will see at least one more storm there, perhaps 2 or 3. Tom Chapman says, I still miss the old tropical update format for last season. I'm afraid they probably won't be returning anytime soon due to the amount of time that it does take. They are very comprehensive, I suppose, but at the moment there are other commitments to deal with, and individual storms will have their own storm updates rather than the tropical weather bulletins. And Ivan Woodbury says, Force 13, you should do 2005, the NHC graphical season. There's only one reason why that can't be done. It's because the National Hurricane Center don't have those particular graphics in their archive. They only date back to 2009. So, looking at the latest request list, this is the list of things that are upcoming on the Force 13 channel. What people have requested, you can request your own season or anything past cyclone seasons worldwide, individual storm animations, earthquake animations since 1973, and currently considering tornado and volcano related animations as well on the Force 13 channel. So any inquiries, any requests, just send a message through via any of the mediums, which we'll go through as always at the end of this video. So around the world, or in the Northern Hemisphere so far this year, the Atlantic, Edouard is the Atlantic's first major hurricane since Sandy in 2012. That's the longest such gap since 1993 to 95, which was a month longer. And 4 of the first 5 storms in the Atlantic have been hurricanes, and that's the first time that's happened since 1996, when we had 4 out of 5 of the first storms become hurricanes. Of course, Edouard, the strongest storm so far, a Category 3 storm, the first since Sandy, though 2012 had more than one. In the Eastern Pacific, 2014 is up to 18 storms for the Eastern and Central Pacific, both of them 4 short of 1992, the record holder at this time. In the Eastern Pacific alone, 2014 has seen 17 storms, just 2 short of 1992 at this point in the year. Of course, 1992 finished with higher totals for both. In 2014, 13 hurricanes have formed so far at this point. 1992 was up to 14 hurricanes and finished up with 16 in the end, so still not too far from a record. In the Western Pacific, still not particularly impressive, with 15 tropical storms so far, 1 more than the record quiet 2010 and 1 less than the second most quiet 1946. 7 typhoons have formed so far, the same as last year at this point. 2 storms struck the Philippines in the space of 5 days, the shortest gap between landfalls or passages of storms since 2000. So, worldwide, 2014 so far, we've seen 60 tropical storms. 32 of those have become Category 1 hurricanes, or their equivalents, around the world, and 18 have become Category 3 storms with winds of 115 miles per hour or higher. It'll only take one more to reach 2010. And that final total from that year. And of course, we've still got the Southern Hemisphere to liven up before the end of the year too. How do we compare with the top seasons? We're running very close to the record holders 1992 and 96, but it's fallen off the pace in the past month or so and is now only just higher than what it was last year in 2013. That's the green line, where the blue line 2014, reaching the 60 mark. 1992 was the record holder, finishing up with 103 by the end of the year. 2013 with around 85. On predictor season, obviously it's been a little while since the last count, so let's take a look at how things have changed since September the 1st. Jack is still up there, but Jack's brother has overtaken him. I wonder if that is actually Jack's brother in relation to the Jack that was in first place. I think it might be, with 37 points, and a few new faces in the top 12 as well, including Carl Busch 18, BFDIA Fandora, THC Wind with a 1 in the middle of it, and Elvin Lee, which have all entered the top 12 since September the 1st. A few others there, and a few dropping out of the top 12 as well. The full table is on the Force 13 website at the link which I will tell you towards the end of this section. Predictor season _2014. In the past month then, new predictions. There have been more than 4, but we're only displaying 4 on this page. Of course, Jack predicted on September the 1st, scored 91, 27th place. That was a different prediction from him, actually. Jack's brother, of course, on September the 2nd, scoring 37, first place. Force 15 predicted the same day, scoring 109, 55th place. And 1234 4321, very inventive, predicted on September the 20th, scoring 129, 85th place. Our feature predictors, you can see some of them here. Woollyback82 wasn't too far from the lead not so long ago, but has dropped back quite significantly. Paul Nugent has remained very much the same, very similar, not much of a change at all. Myself, Force 15, and the 2013 winner Spencer are all on the way down at differing rates of speed. It would certainly be interesting to see whether any of us three get anywhere near the top 12 in the table. I'm, of course, myself and Paul Nugent around the same in 25th, joint placed at the moment. Jack's brother, that little line at the bottom, it was a recent prediction, and Jack's on his way up. He was very close to the 0 mark at the start when he predicted, but he's sunk since then. The combined points total of the top 3 is now 129 points. That means the accuracy's gone down a little since September the 1st when it was 110. You can submit your predictions at force13.com/predictorseason _2014.html. But it is a bit of a mouthful, so it's linked directly there on the description of this video. So you can contact Force 13 on a variety of outlets. The website, of course, force13.com, is the main place to be for all the updates around the world storm-wise, at least in website form. Of course, the videos will also keep you up to date regularly as much as possible. YouTube and Dailymotion, just search Force 13 on there. And of course, the social platforms too. Facebook and Twitter, just search Force 13 at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch. And you can speak to me personally on Skype at Fool13 on there for our tropical weather chat. You can also visit the Force 13 forum. You can get there through the website, and the control room is the new way to see the storms on the website. That's under development at this time. That's all from this project update. The next one will follow hopefully in a week's time in early October. That's all for now.